There's some huge games tomorrow in the Premier League. It's going to be a massive, massive day. Chelsea are going to Tottenham. Chelsea are playing Tottenham. It is about as big as it gets. It's certainly one of our biggest games of the season, certainly one of the fixtures that I most look forward to, and the context is key because I think if Tottenham lose 2 games on the spin, if Tottenham lose to both Chelsea and then Glasgow Rangers, I feel like that could be it for Postecoglou. You think about the significance of losing to Chelsea, one of Tottenham's biggest rivals. You then marry that up with a defeat to Glasgow Rangers, with Postecoglou's former links to Celtic. I think that there is going to be a lot of conversation about Postecoglou's future if Chelsea do a number on Tottenham, and I think we will. Fulham versus Arsenal, another massive, massive game. It's huge. Arsenal have found form. They're looking relentless. They're looking superb. Finding it easy, scoring goals for fun, looking ruthless at the back, but they're taking on Fulham, a fixture that they lost last season, a fixture that some would pinpoint as the reason that Arsenal didn't win the league. Alex Iwobi, Emil Smith-Rowe, it's got some genuine jeopardy for Arsenal. Will they be strong enough to get through it? We've also got Ipswich versus Bournemouth, a huge game. Ipswich will be looking at this fixture as one that they can get 3 points out of, and Leicester versus Brighton. Again, a massive fixture, and you can follow all of the updates on the Sunday session with Sam Mattervase from 1:30. We're now going to go back to the phone lines and speak to Neil, the Manchester United fan. How are you, Neil?
How are you? Not bad, thank you.
Good. How are you feeling off the back of watching your team capitulate at home?
Gutted again, but there we are. It's up and down now, innit? We keep changing managers. We didn't stick to one. I don't know what the thinking is upstairs. No, it's a bit. We're at a loss, and we're not very good at the moment. No. But Forest were really good, though. Their game plan worked a treat, and they did really well.
No, they certainly played well. I mean, they got a lot right. You look at the way that they scored goals. They took the game to you. They were asking all the questions, and Nuno Espirito Santo certainly outthought your manager, and I think that Nuno Espirito's team outfought your players. It really was that simple. But it's the simple errors, isn't it, Neil? It's just so easy to beat Manchester United if they are going to press the self-destruct button as they did. Yeah.
Somebody said earlier on that you only need to put a little bit of pressure on them because they looked all right in the first half after giving that first stupid goal away, and we were dominating. But then as the further we go along in the game and not score, you're always thinking, here we go again. But I think they should have stuck with David Moyes. They didn't. You don't know where we'd be because, Ferguson said, stick by this guy, he's the man. They've chopped and changed and panicked. I mean, the last change, I thought we should have gone for Emma Hayes and broke the bank to get Cole Palmer in because he's a Man United fan.
I mean, look, Cole Palmer's an excellent player. I certainly understand what you're suggesting with signing world-class players, yeah.
Different level, but he's a United boy, you know what I mean? I think we've lost the contact with our kind of local. I mean, we had the class of '92, which was a once-in-a-generation thing. But where are the local lads? There's only Kobbie Mainoo there now, who's local. I don't know.
What are you hoping now moving forward? Because obviously what we saw from Manchester United today was disarray, wasn't it? Goalkeeping blunders, the communication mix-up. Like, it was just so basic, sloppy, easy for Forest.
I mean, Onana made a mistake, and if a keeper makes a mistake, it's a goal, isn't it? So, he's getting better. He'll be all right, I reckon, long term. But I don't know. I've never been convinced with Bruno Fernandes, much as I like him as a person, and he's obviously a brilliant player in bits. But, he gave the ball away. I don't know what they were doing getting rid of Wan-Bissaka and keeping Dalot. I don't think Dalot should be anywhere near a Man United team. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough.
Do you agree with my suggestion that even though you may not rate him, even though you may not want this to be true, it is true that he's the best player at Manchester United? Bruno Fernandes, I'm talking about.
Yes, at the moment, but he's just not the right kind of player somehow.
I know what you mean.
He's a brilliant player, but the way he gave the ball away today, that's not the first time he's done it, or the second or the third time. And he does tend to wave his arms around when stuff goes wrong, I think Kobbie Mainoo's the future for our midfield, really, and we need to I like Mason Mount as well. Get him in the team, get him up and running, give him a chance. Bringing him on for 20 minutes at the end, you don't really get to see what he's about. I mean, he's an England international. He was a main man a few years ago.
Yeah, you've got to have a good memory, but you are correct. That was certainly the case at one point, Neil.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.